Welcome to the Alignment Rack Chat. My name is TJ.
I'm Eli.
Preston.
Preston, what do you do for a day job?
Service advisor, Ver 90 Acura.
Eli.
I actually just got a new gig as brand ambassador for Ver 90.
I am a technician for Ver 90 Acura.
Also, in addition to being just a regular technician.
Certified NSX specialist.
Why are you talking like you're on a radio commercial? I am certified NSX specialist. That's okay.
Sorry, Tom.
That's okay.
Sorry, Tom.
That's official. That's official.
Tonight's beer is Lucky Bucket from Omaha.
It's really good.
Who dang?
Who dang?
Who dang?
Who dang?
Touch of citrus.
We're the most awkward.
Well, you guys were like going off about it, so I feel like I had to comment on it. With the obvious.
This is our first show.
This is clearly our first show. Hopefully, by season 3, we're a bit more polished.
Hopefully you got through our intro. 10 minutes of raw. May or may not fix it post.
Oh, that might be a blooper reel. How long is your blooper reel? 10 minutes?
10 minutes. The first show.
No, show. So what do you do, TJ, in addition to working as a technician? Do you have any? I know you have. Tell the viewers what else you like to do in your spare time.
I'm remodeling my house currently.
How long have you
So,
done
long time.
As long as I moved it.
Yeah, pretty much, actually. Yeah, the second iteration has been going on since March.
that? Which is
So,
in your
just about a year. And hopefully done by August, September this year.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully.
That's good.
Fix promise. Yeah, so currently it's just a shell.
Yeah.
All new wiring, all new plumbing, all new everything. So
Speaking of Shell, don't you have a
Oh, yes.
Civic too?
yes, I also
That
have
was a good segue.
that was an awesome thing. I also have a 2000 Civic Coupe. That is apart.
Apart, to say the least.
Yes,
Same condition.
we're letting it air. Someone smoked in it. We're letting it air.
All of it out.
Just
Let it air.
really getting a good airing.
How long has that been
Oh.
under construction?
Well, I did get a Facebook post the other day of when I got the engine. Turns out it was 6 years ago.
Oh. I'm working on 7. I'm going on 7.
What are you working on, Eli?
A 99 Civic Coupe. It's also kind of a shell. More than kind of. I mean, wiring's going in.
Oh,
Yeah, we got a new floor harness. Finally printed some diagrams at Honda.
Nice.
Back there get full access to the service manuals, which is nice. So, yeah, just gotta do that.
Preston, what are you?
A 01 Civic. That is not a shell.
What do I have to do with this one though?
I gotta yank the trains out.
For
Again. Figure out why it gets stuck in 3rd and 4th, above $5,000, and why it grinds in 6th every time.
Do you have any presumptions?
Pressure plate and not internals. That's just
That's
just
is
me.
that like a
Or is
hopeful assumption?
that's a whole.
That's the best case.
That's zero knowledge of transmission, and I'm just hoping it's not insides. Because then that'll just get spendy. Because there's a lot of just I should do while I'm there,
Might as well.
and I priced that all out, and it's not pretty.
The I should do's.
Yeah. Because it's like while you're there, it's money.
Might as well.
Yeah.
This.
I hate having to pull the engine trains again.
How many winters in a row have we pulled the engine trains?
I don't remember the last. Okay, better question. I don't remember the last spring that I was able to get into my car and drive it out of storage. It's always had to been trailered. Whether it's been an alignment, a tune. That's about it, alignment or tune.
So we crossed the fingers that this is the last spring?
I said that last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to get my engine taken apart in the next couple weeks.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Why
Why
don't
don't you come finish mine so you can get experience?
That won't get mine done. Yeah.
How about you guys just flip flop? You buy his already torn apart one.
One trade one.
Is it machined?
I never machined it because, well,
It's
allegedly Japanese motor, not very many miles.
So what does it need to go back together?
I pulled it apart just to see what everything was like. Pistons and
It's a V16B.
yeah,
How would you like a 1.8?
pistons and rods never came out. Crank has been out, all new bearings.
Crank back in.
Cranks back in, ARP, mains.
This might be an off-air conversation, but I have all ARP stuff in my engines together.
And then, well,
I mean, it should be rebuilt.
in this thing won't be touched probably for another 3 years. So by then I have other ideas. Then B motor.
What are these ideas? I think I know where your head's going.
I would like to do electric.
Yeah. Have you seen some of the electric like Evos and Subarus that are on YouTube?
No.
I will send you some links because there's like dude has a.
I would like Tesla, probably Tesla something or another.
I bet you can do it for much cheaper. I know you can. This dude does it in his Evo for fairly reasonable in the grand scheme of building an electric car.
I don't want 1,000 car batteries in the back.
No.
That's
Nothing like that. Because he maintained the Evo curb weight right around
nice.
with trans, like manual trans, everything.
So I would probably go that direction,
I like that idea.
but we'll see.
I think honestly,
We'll see where the money's at and
So what do
where the time's
you
at.
want?
Otherwise, it'll be whatever the latest greatest motor is from Honda at the time.
Yeah.
If it's the alleged V6 turbo Acura's talking about,
Oh, I hope they do that.
or
Well, didn't they say that's an option in RDX?
no,
I thought that was.
no. If you
Or was that just
the way
like,
they
worded
worded it,
a
the
little
way
bit?
they worded it, they wanted people to think that, but I don't think it will actually make it. I think
I think that's gonna be an MDX engine.
I think it's gonna be a TLX engine.
Oh. You don't think that
I think it's gonna be a TLX Type S with the manual trans.
single or twins? Because didn't they
I
find
don't
out
know.
for twins too?
I don't know if it'll be all drive or not.
It would be foolish of Acura to do a TLX Type S and not have an all-wheel drive.
But do you update the Type S thinking and go hybrid rear?
Yeah.
Do
So you
V6, V6, well, you wouldn't be able to do V6 manual with a hybrid because that would be a disaster.
Yeah.
But
But if they did the transmission like similar to the NSX, that would be okay in my opinion.
yeah, automatic manual.
Yeah. PSG.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So,
But that being said, I'm really impressed with the NSX's trans. Like,
yeah,
When I was driving.
yeah. I don't see that level going into TLX because that trans is more than a TLX.
Correct. Doesn't the RLX have a similar trans? The new RLX?
7-speed dual clutch.
Yeah.
Non
I need to get over there and drive
torque converter based.
Oh.
Whereas
yeah.
the ILX and the TLX both run a torque converter in their 8-speed dual clutches. And I would rather a torque converter be in there.
Yeah.
If you've ever driven a Volkswagen CC, you know.
I haven't.
It's like you're driving a manual, but somebody else is running the pedal.
Oh, that I would like that. I would like that.
No, you can feel every bit of it. like just about die and then it tries to save itself. Yeah.
Did you see the Outlander hybrid? Have you looked at any of the information on that?
I have heard some info.
It's basically a direct from Europe car.
Really?
Like, the interior is miles ahead of the previous generation Outlander.
So we're talking about new cars. Detroit was this last week. What was your favorite? Did you see any info?
I haven't looked at the
No?
coverage yet.
No. Wow.
So
we
in the future-
we really
In the
looked
future,
at info before we started.
what we're going to want to do is look at any automotive events, especially new stuff like the Detroit Auto Show, and then go from
Going from there, how about Tokyo Auto Salon?
Yeah,
Was also this week.
Yes.
Preston didn't look at it.
I haven't seen. Have you seen any Speed Hunters coverage from it? I know they
just
had
a little bit.
They had a little bit of coverage, but nothing in depth. I'm interested. I was not impressed with the Mugen Type R concept.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
I thought it was
That
a train
was
wreck.
that was.
But
I'm sorry. Like I'm a Mugen fan.
Yeah.
That was fugly.
Yeah.
Like
With a capital F.
with the capital F, that was fugly. I was not a fan.
Yeah,
I was surprised that Spoon wasn't in Tokyo Auto Salon. Did you see that?
No, I
They
didn't.
had their own at Type 1.
Okay. But
But,
I can see it being low budget and not wanting to pay that crazy, what I'm sure is crazy booth fees.
yeah. Oh, for sure.
So I can see that.
Um,
And they have enough pull that we have something new coming out, we're going to get everybody.
yeah.
That's it.
Well, especially when, like Spoon, Mugen for the Type R, clearly the Mugen was a miss.
Yeah.
So it's like now they have every
Well,
opportunity to capitalize.
I don't know if they've released any pictures or anything of their Type R. I know they're developing parts for it, but I don't think they
Right.
released any imagery for it. I know they have, like,
Was it?
the SI, they have...
Did they talk about Speed Hunters had a thing on their NSX that they're doing, like the first gen.
Yeah, the Project
one,
NSX.
Project One.
Yeah.
I didn't read too much of it, but
No, I need to...
I don't know. Anything else we saw in Tokyo?
I like
Saw
the
some-
HKS GT86.
Saw some NSX stuff, wheel companies,
I think it'll be
new gen.
yeah, which in theory will translate to the Type R to some degree.
How are,
Same-
now,
same
okay, so how are they doing that? Do you know any info on that? Because I see AF whatever.
AFH?
Yeah, AFH had bought a set of wheels for a guy, and they're sending them out for Type R.
Yeah,
But
fronts.
how?
4 fronts.
NSX.
Yeah,
what?
but how are they doing that with the NSX having a conical seat and 5x120?
So is the Type R. Type R's probably 120.
Really?
Yeah.
I just wonder because the NSX is bolt. Is lug bolt?
I wonder.
I'm sure somebody just makes lug nuts.
Yeah,
for
we
it.
just-
Or we're just not even looking at that and just pounding lug nuts on it and move on.
We'll figure that out.
Right.
When, when it comes
Torque
out,
stick. Just put a torque stick.
we'll figure it out. If you put it on hard enough, it'll just machine itself.
Yeah. Don't not tighten your lug nuts. Remember that?
Yeah.
First year IA.
What's that noise?
Performance.
Shout out to Don.
Don't not tighten your axle nut.
That's also something you should always tighten.
That I had that issue here.
So, are you looking to sell your B16 maybe? Bring it back?
I haven't really thought about it. I don't know. We'll have to chat on
No,
camera.
yeah, well, I probably shouldn't. I like the 12.18. And the coupe. So, side note, do you want to help maybe pull my Accord to Acura or Honda tomorrow with the pilot?
I don't know if I have age on that.
Just,
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
or just,
I think so.
well, you have Toho coming back.
Okay. Why not to go?
Because there's no train fluid?
Oh.
Yeah, I blew a train cooler line Friday morning.
Off the trains or off the radiator?
I think
It's
I
pretty good.
Yeah, I think it just burst.
I think they were super high, I think.
Oh, it's 230 pounds. Yeah, so yeah, we might have to pull that with the pilot. I don't think it's worth getting a truck and trailer or the body shop.
No, that's a hassle.
So we'll just take the back roads and stuff.
Let's see, 3,500 pounds, no cooler? Oh.
The wagon's not 3,500 pounds.
It's actually rolling.
Jeez. Yeah, but it's a 90s Honda, they weigh nothing.
It's a wagon. Okay, so back to new events, whatever. Autosport International. Anybody? Obviously nobody even knows about it.
No, we suck. Okay, so we're gonna get so much better at this. This is the first episode. We're gonna do our homework. We're gonna come back and I'm not even gonna say when because then that's just putting us
Setting us up for failure.
If I say 2 weeks, it'll be 3 weeks before we get back together because we all live busy lives. Yeah.
So it's Autosport International was last week. Yeah, last week. UK. It's
Oh,
world,
yes,
world,
I did see that on
essentially
Streamers.
world racing. Anybody that's anybody.
Car show for race cars, essentially, right?
Yeah, and then
showcase.
WRC launched their season. Formula One had some big news. Formula E, the electric version of Formula One, had big news.
What was their news?
Well, they're talking about having a robocar as a following.
Like an AI car?
Yeah, so there's a company called Robocar that's gonna possibly follow Formula E around with their tracks, and it's purpose-built race cars with no one in them.
I don't like that. I mean, it's cool.
It's cool. It's weird.
It's cool.
Doesn't even have a driver's seat.
How do
They have different cars that they take around, and they're development cars, and they set the track, the fast points in the track, and then they use Formula E data, and they compile all that together, and they send the car out, and it goes racing
Huh?
by itself.
So it's like a remote
One
control.
car or is it multiple cars?
Well, I think it just says, it's a very small company.
That, regardless.
Yes, it's pretty crazy.
It's like a remote control car,
But no remote.
it's just doing its own thing.
Oh, let it. Fix it in post.
Fix it in post. Take it. Sorry.
But yeah, it should be an interesting.
That's very interesting.
Fix it in post.
Fix it in post. Damn it.
We can fix lack of content.
How do you add content? Can you add content in post? Can you just add it? Just add it in later?
Just kind of put another podcast on top of it.
So you may not have realized this, but shortly after we were talking about the vegan concept, we had an entire, almost hour conversation that isn't being recorded. That wasn't recorded. Was not recorded. So now we're going to go to Preston's segment. Preston doing the segment Pipe Dreams for this episode, and then we'll figure out how to add probably 5 more 10-minute segments together to add an entire episode throughout the span of.
Welcome to our first episode.
First episode. We'll get this down. Trust me. Pipe Dreams.
Pipe Dreams. Let's hear it.
What do we got going on there?
I got a knot. I don't know, I got a couple. And I can't.
Let's explain for Pipe Dreams for
what's
our
pipe-
first-time listeners.
First.
They're all first-time.
All first-time listeners. Our first podcast. What's Pipe Dreams, Press?
What is pipe dreams?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't do the technical definition.
Pipe Dreams is like what you would what?
I'm not Merriam-Webster.
Miriam?
Miriam.
Miriam.
Miriam with an M. The dictionary.
Merriam-Webster.
Is it Merriam?
Yeah.
Merriam?
Well, I guess it's like tomato.
Potato, potato. Same thing. Carry on.
Okay, fix that.
Fixing it in post.
pipe dreams is like what a car, truck, caravan that you would build if you had relatively no budget. Within, I mean, doesn't it have to be within reason? Not really, because you're drinking.
I think it's like one of those like if I won the lottery, everybody always does it. Like,
Yeah.
I think every car guy does. If I win the lottery, I'm doing this.
Oh yeah.
So what is
what
that?
what is that? Sorry.
We're working on this.
We'll get this.
I don't know.
Check that.
I've liked the idea of like a 2JZ in a rat rod,
Ooh, I like that.
or a twin turbo LS in a 68 C10 step side, or a turbo K like 4-digit horsepower MR2.
Okay.
Just like
One of those.
probably the MR2.
That's what you would build first if you had to choose one of the three to build first?
Yeah, just kind of that like FU money.
I know what FU means. Oh, like, just make it a
Yeah.
basis.
Yeah.
Who cares?
No.
What engine would you put in it?
Okay.
What, would you put a build speed factor? No, those are all B series, aren't they?
It would have to be
Have you seen
Uh,
those?
given, I don't know how the sequential trains would work, but you do, I think there's adapters to where you still run like the K series shifter. It's just backwards, but it still shifts normally. Like shift cables obviously go to the back, so it'd just be dog box gears.
Oh,
Would have
okay.
like 1,000+ horsepower.
So it's turboed, obviously.
Absolutely.
So, speed factory.
So
Ever since I saw that 900 horsepower one out of, I think, Florida or Texas, that just like wrecks everything on the interstate.
that's cheap.
Is that their like,
Yeah, we'll show you this. We'll have like a little thing like up here, right up here.
yeah, I'm still curious. Oh,
Who's
that is a B?
Yeah.
who's machining equipment?
Bullet Race Engineering. That's
Everybody and their brother has CNC machines now.
Yeah.
So what suspension?
Hey, there you go. What? Yeah. Would this be?
I mean, would this be coilovers or air or some like fancy?
straight axle.
Well, no, like cantilevered, where Formula One style, where it has like the shocks are sitting like this, and you have levers to control all that,
Did you know?
so you can get lower to the ground and still have full suspension travel.
Do you know that Hard Race makes a rear bar for inboard coilovers for the Civic chassis?
Oh,
I don't
that's
think.
kind of cheap.
Well, it's basically like, yeah. We'll put this in the thing too. We'll show you. It basically looks kind of like a strut bar, and then it put rods up through the shock tower hole, and then over.
Wow.
I've only seen it once. They actually did some testing on it. I don't think it actually benefits anything in our chassis, like in the unibody chassis, other than more clearance for a wider wheel and tire. But we'll put that up there. We'll show you. Yeah, you might even link the video. I don't know, because they do have a test video of it in action. Anyway,
Wheels.
coilovers. Yeah, what wheels?
Yes.
Would this be drag or would it be like fun street, like mess with Matt Kinsley type
Everything.
of things?
Yeah.
Street / track.
Off-road use only.
Would you get away with it, South Carolina?
So what wheels would be on it? If you say TD, I'm gonna come over there and just beat your head against the table.
Why wouldn't they be T37s?
I'm not saying TDs are bad, but if you have all the money in the world, you're not putting TDs on it.
That's correct.
The like Bellic racing.
You'd run straight drag wheels.
Like a Mickey Thompson. Drag rating in the rear, quadruple 8 in front.
I like that.
What color?
I like their black and polished. Or their
No,
black
no, no,
and
no. Color.
Car.
I've always liked maroon. Like a dark maroon or white. Only because I saw a white one with a RAV4 V6 swap with white Workmeister. And I like fell in love with it, and I hate the Meister wheels, except they look fantastic.
They look good. White Meisters too.
White
They look
polished
good.
lip.
How about seats? Where are we?
Outer Carl Cole.
Those are a good seat.
Mhm.
Just a classic seat.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one we said. Leather.
Full AC? No AC?
AC would be windows down.
We're still gonna have manual windows. All the money in the world, we're still gonna have manual windows.
It's an FU car.
I don't care.
Roll over.
That's true.
All the money in the world, I'd put the AC compressor from the NSX in there, all electric.
Ooh, that's that's a good
You
idea.
probably could actually. Be pretty.
Well,
Since
the
it's-
thing is I think it runs off of, what is NSX? 260, 280? I think it runs off of hybrid
Oh.
power,
Yeah.
not 12 volt.
Not just total.
Yeah.
I probably still could run a factory AC compressor. And okay, just figure out lines,
Yeah.
custom
Well, you
lines.
got. We could just go to TNA.
Mhm.
Really? All the money in the world, we're going to TNA.
I mean, do Livens, are we building this in Sioux Falls?
Woo! Bring somebody in, make them out of titanium, out of carbon, just because we can.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. Alright.
Come on,
Don't
think outside the box.
TNA's good. Don't go there.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean
Not for this project.
for this project.
Cause I don't know, I was just thinking about the other day too, like, I don't know how it is, but like the engine room and then where the trunk technically is in the rear, you can like remove that and then you do a top mounted radiator, so then you order intercooler, and then I would do a roof scoop
Ooh.
that has like FU money would be a carbon fiber tube that goes right to the intercooler, because you have them fan cooled, but then you have just push a bunch of.
You could have Brian make you the scoop. It's pretty good, huh?
And it's still front, it's radiator front mounted
Oh, yeah.
with a bowl on a line. I don't know, I just love it. It's K-Series, rear wheel drive. God.
No, Siri, we don't
No,
have
Siri. Dude,
Where am I going?
hey Siri, rear wheel drive.
What? Wild Rose Drive in Denison, Iowa.
Shut up, Siri.
Fix it in post.
I don't know, they just make a bunch of power.
Attention for real, Dr. Cheyenne W.Y.
Why?
This may not be completely accurate,
Why
but
is-
Villa Drive Buffalo is
why is
about
your Siri in
501
an
miles
English
away as
accent?
the crow flies.
Because it's interesting.
He likes sophisticated.
What the fuck does this mean?
I don't know. Willa Boulevard, Buffalo.
So,
Buffalo, South Dakota? I think that's Buffalo, South Dakota.
what? Okay. Let's pause here for a little bit and like not say anything important because I'm gonna get up and check. See if it's still recording.
It better have been.
I heard the shutter.
Oh, you're checking?
Sure.
I haven't heard the shutter click yet, so. We should figure out a way to put the eye.
Alright, we're still good.
Okay, so now, right now, hit the start stop button.
It is Buffalo.
Action.
We just keep looking at our phones.
Action!
I forgot to give you the silent 5.
Is that 500 miles away?
Trying to find you where it's at. It's very small, 300 people.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, it's way up there. It's way north of Rapid. As the crow flies, probably.
As the crow
How
flies.
does it?
That's what Siri said.
How does the crow fly?
Straight. Straight.
I don't know if they do.
Yeah.
Well, why is that
I don't think
phrase?
it's like geese where they just
Why?
go wherever they want to go. It's just-
Okay. Why is it the same as the crow flies? When does it come from? Should we Google that? educate our viewers?
Okay, Google.
Okay, here we go.
Real quick before we go into this, speaking of Google, Monday when I was home alone, just out of the blue, like I've been home for like 6 hours. We have the I don't know, Google Music Player thing.
Google Home.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know where it just says, I'm sorry, I can't find that location. And it's in our kitchen, like it's just like quiet. I'm just watching TV and it's just like,
So why are they using the Google Home?
scared the hell out of me.
It doesn't
My
does
Alexa, my Alexa does that too, off of TV shows.
So
Just randomly will not even say Alexa. It just randomly will just say, I don't understand.
who's talking to you?
Doesn't help that Haley thinks the house is haunted anyway.
It doesn't know that Haley watches those shows. She's been watching worse than this dude and staring at him.
What do I even search for?
What were we talking about?
Where it has the crow fly.
Oh yeah.
Come
Yep. Where does it come from? Would you have full interior then?
None of it.
No.
I'd have door panels. Door panels and carpet and a dash. With a AIM Sports cluster. I don't know, I love the most is you do twin downpipes with an exhaust out the center and then you have them both running out the back, right between the taillights.
Oh, that'd be.
Because I love that video of that 900 horsepower one where he's on the interstate at night and every shift is just a poof fireball just coming rocking.
That's one thing that I it's so weird that I like about mid-engine cars is that you get that fireball
Mm-hmm.
if it's
They're so sick.
slapped out. Yeah.
Originally, the term "as the crow flies" was from a Charles Dickens novel, Oliver Twist.
Really?
Supposedly, crows do fly quite straight.
Huh.
Huh.
They do not swoop or anything like that.
Huh.
Who knew?
All right. There you go.
Now you are educated.
Yes.
So is this Pipe Dreams? Is this just one car tonight?
I think we can all contribute.
We each do one
Two.
segment,
Okay.
because you know we have more than one.
Eli.
I just listed out 3.
Eli,
What would I do?
what would your current?
Oh Lord.
Because we know money is when you have all the money, your ideas come to you. But what is your current pipe dream?
So I think my current pipe dream would stick, even as you understand this, even as money hopefully becomes available. Because I also don't think that this is so far. I don't think that one's that far out of line either.
No, I could do it pretty
For
much.
doing, like
Depends on how
it'd be
crazy
a
you
many-year project, right? You know what I mean?
Depends on how crazy.
Yeah. So I would do 2 chassis with mid-engine J30 mated to a Quave sequential transmission, and do like a 2-seater.
Why a J30?
I don't know.
Why not the new? Well, I guess it still would be a J30, but why not the new 30? The MBX hybrid,
Mhm.
which secretly, rerun to early in the show, I believe that's the motor they're going to use for the turbo.
Yeah. So I would do twin turbo. I would do twins on it for sure. I really like how the J30s sound. And how there is aftermarket support for them. Not to say with unlimited money you couldn't create aftermarket support
There's becoming more now.
for the newer J's. I don't know, it literally was based on sound because I've heard a couple of them with exhausts and I just like how they sound,
Mhm.
like very much. They sound kind of, I don't know, exotic. And then it'd almost be like a little, like the ambient hypercar, or like just like a custom 2 chassis.
So, like, what would the body be? What would it look like?
I'd almost think like, I would love to do like a early 2000s Formula 1 car look.
Okay.
Maybe.
No,
I
that's
don't know. I mean, that's what I see right now, but
street or just track mostly.
I would want to be able to street it.
Yeah.
Just because I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
To see something like that. Actually, two-seater.
Yeah.
Just because that's something that I think you'd want to have fun with somebody else.
Suspension?
It would definitely be a cantilever type suspension. I don't know what though. I don't know how it would be set up. That'd be it'd be a lot of like study of engineering.
Yeah.
You know, it would be something that I would probably obviously have to hire out, like the making of the tube chassis and stuff like that. But I'd want to try and conceptualize it and do as much,
Yeah.
you know,
And
as I can.
wheels?
T37. I don't know.
You know, like converted.
It would be it'd be a monologue. It'd be not T. No, it probably wouldn't be T37s, but it would be. I would think like a monologue. I'd want to do like carbon ceramic brakes, like a Brembo carbon ceramic kit.
Off the intersect.
Rear wheel drive. Why not? GT3. NSX GT3. Because that's
No, because I think they run steel.
so then no.
I think they do actually run steel.
Um,
Per rules.
Yeah, so I mean, I'd want the flappy pedal, like, because you can get that with the Quiff gearbox, sequential gearboxes now, and they have one for a wheel drive setup, and they have the adapter plate for the S6000, and then you can get the S6000 to J Series adapter plate and stuff like that. So I really think that project would be feasible. I would like to do that someday. It'd probably be like one of those like retirement projects.
Yeah.
You know, like you see those
Yeah.
old dudes with gray hairs that.
For
Did you see that Cars and Octane post that I tagged you in on Facebook the other day? That old guy. I don't know why none of you, I don't know if Facebook was just like fucking up that day or what. Because I tagged both you and Preston in it, and neither of you like really remembered it or commented on it. I was kind of bummed because I figured you'd like it. So this old dude just like basically builds replica old race cars, like fabricates them from scratch and like uses old Porsche or fill in the blank engines that he has laying around. So that's kind of what I think. Like I feel like it's something that I would build like when I'm able to grow a beard and it's gray. Okay, I mean, this is what's.
You're never gonna be able to grow a beard.
You know, I think by
Oh,
now-
see, yeah, I saw the old guy and I just automatically just gave up on the video. Honestly.
Wow! Why would I tag you in something that was garbage? So watch that.
But
video.
I will give it an honest watch.
Well, we tag.
Not while on video.
So yeah, that's one of those things. You know, like you know, my acreage.
Yeah.
You know, in my barn, my TIG welder,
CNC machine.
CNC machine, using materials before the war. I don't know. What? TJ, what do you want to?
This idea I've had for a while. I want to, money no object would be like a 30 Model A two-door, so two-door sedan,
Okay.
kind of the wagon-ish looking. Chopped, okay, so probably, 6-inch windows,
Ooh,
but complete body is carbon.
ooh, I like that.
So you would essentially, if you have to buy one, whatever, and then mold it, complete carbon bodied, and you would build a chassis of some sort, so that the body really is not doing anything. The body looks over.
Would you build a box frame carbon chassis too for it to go on?
Probably not carbon, but probably a rare metal.
A rare hard light metal.
Yeah, either titanium or cast magnesium components, or even going back to steel but using like new age, ultra high strength steels that are in all the cars now, and do that for some of them. You could go as far as on the NSX, the ablation castings that they have that are, they pour them and they're cooled in 15 seconds from when they pour
That's
it.
insane.
That's how they use that as part of their structure.
That's insane.
So I would build a chassis with that components, carbon bodied. Probably like bomber seats, so like aluminum with
Oh,
like
yeah.
a little pad on the bottom, but
For poo to come out because it's so fast.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cantilevered suspension, probably, KW now makes the electronic shocks
Yeah.
that you're swapping on RS as an option now, the
Mhm.
new
Yep,
Ford
yeah.
RS.
You can still use
The factory.
the adjustability. of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're,
And that's because, I shared this video. It's a strawberry. But like I was asking, how did you get that up there? Like, so, unless that was like a really hard strawberry, like she's
frozen.
really loose. Like, how does that get up and
Is
go
it-
back out without, like, just
Fix it in post.
completely wrecking itself?
Literally, we're recording.
That's why I said it quietly. Okay, anywho, back to where we were.
Hold on, let's get set up here. I don't remember what I was doing. Continuity's gonna be like shit for this episode.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
So the condensate motor, trans, even though I'd like to go manual, probably would be dual clutch of some sort, or synchro, like a wave,
Yeah.
something or another's. Be cool if all-wheel drive, but it gets in the way. It gets real tricky. So probably rear-wheel drive, just to make it fun.
See, on that note too, that's something that I had, like, when thinking about pipe dream, that's what I had, like, toyed with too, is doing an all-wheel drive in the tube chassis or whatever. But I think it would just, like you said, it would add too much complication.
Too much complicated, too much weight. I want this thing to be light,
Yeah.
you know. So definitely levered shocks with the KW. Wheels, I want to have what looks like steel wheels,
Okay.
but they're built by Carbon Rev.
Yeah.
Carbon wheels, but looks like steel. Paint the carbon so that you can't even tell it's carbon.
I mean, really, you could, so would you do steel look or like a chrome look steel wheel?
Steel look.
Like solid.
Yeah, I like,
Or are we talking like diamond racing looking styles?
no, like, this is hot everywhere, but like, artillery wheels are big and like like a solid steel wheel. Not like a moon, but like, if you've ever seen, what's that? There's a company that builds steel wheels now, like in 20s. I forget
Oh,
their
really?
name. Yeah, I forget, but they'll build whatever bolt pattern you want and all that.
Huh.
Like, so the General Motors, Mopar, Ford,
Like a traditional
60s
style steel wheel.
steel wheel,
But
but carbon.
I like it.
Paint, probably rear radiator, so that it's just the motor sitting in the front. Full hood on it, carbon, and then I would pay someone to paint it and make it look like rust. Make it look patinaed, but it's full carbon.
I love that. Yeah, that's awesome.
Possibly because of computers today, you can totally make the car run rough with a
Until,
flip of a switch.
yeah,
Like
at idle.
essentially like turning VTEC on at no idle.
Yep.
At idle.
Yep.
Probably like And it would be full slicks. I mean, at least rear, skinnies in the front, little, or not as skinny, but skinnier in the front. I would want, I think, on those bodies where the rear wheels are level with the roof,
Yeah, no.
it looks really cool.
Yeah.
So something like that, A lot of guys use like semi-track wheels for those, but you're making your wheels, so you can do whatever you want. But that would be just a rat rod, but totally new age.
Yep.
I like that.
So,
That's like, that would be literally the ultimate
you
rest
know,
stop.
1,000 horse.
It wouldn't even be restaurant.
Yeah.
It'd be mod.
Yeah. But that's
1,000 horse? Oh.
yeah.
Which would be hard. You come and say no.
1,000 horse, but you could go out and get all the mileage if you wanted to go drive it somewhere.
What do you think that thing would weigh?
I think you could get it for under 20, like 2,500. Like
You
easy.
think it would be over two?
I don't know what those motors weigh.
That'd be the heaviest thing on it, or?
Yeah, it would be.
For the rear end,
And I suppose your frame would be still be kind of heavy.
yeah. Rear end, I would almost run like a center section and then CV axles.
Yeah.
Because they
Then
got
you
all
have, like,
they got all the strength now.
Yeah. You'd have the independent travel.
Yep.
With the rear end, so.
I do like the look of like a straight axle in the front. But I don't know how you would make, you would take some engineering to make that have a straight axle, but also be
Cantilever suspension.
independent.
Yeah.
It would take a little bit of work, but
Yeah.
and if that's a giving point, then it's a giving point. But I'd rather have independent than the look.
Right. Yep.
That's my idea.
Yours is the old NSX.
But on the back, it's the new one that says concept.
Sorry, I just noticed that. Squirrel.
Like I said, this was before the NSX was actually like released in production. Hence concept.
So, do we want to wrap up and then go back and reshoot?
Yeah, we didn't really talk about anything
No,
during
we're just gonna dick around.
Yeah. But if we have something else we want to talk about,
Yeah, we could just fix it.
fix it in post.
That's this whole post.
What?
That's this whole.
This whole thing, this whole episode is just post. You want to go pause it one more time and restart it, and we'll see if we can figure out something to talk about. Oh. What did we talk about after the beacon concept?
The shows.
Yeah,
Oh, that.
But we
so-
didn't know.
Okay. After our short commercial break, there was probably no commercial
No.
between that edit.
Yeah. For
So
the
we'll
future.
take that.
Future.
That's what we'll do.
Future.
That'll be. We'll
Future
use
ad
that,
space.
that little clip, we'll just cut that in anytime we have a commercial. No matter what we're wearing, we're just always gonna be wearing these 3 shirts anytime it says, and back from commercial.
Yeah.
Could we like cut in ads from, I don't know, just something random from that, like we mentioned Vibrant earlier? Do a plug on like.
Well, the whole goal is to get, get sponsored from places, like if we get our viewership. up.
Harry's Razors.
Racer's Edge. Get it at Harry's. You can overnight things from Japan like nobody's business.
I don't know, just like thought, that's just like
Yeah, no, absolutely. I would-
Pro Flowers. Don't use them. They actually suck. I tried.
Pro Flowers?
Yeah, they suck.
Pro tip.
Don't buy from
Don't
Pro
buy
Flowers.
from Pro Flowers.
They charge you more, and then when you try to get them delivered, they say they can't deliver them, and then they charge you for delivery anyway. I canceled my order.
Speaking of canceling orders and getting refunds,
Oh,
McLaren Honda,
what the fuck?
shout out.
That's because they're no longer.
No, so I ordered my stuff. So I ordered 3 hats, one of their essentials hoodies, sweatpants, and then I think a t-shirt.
I think they didn't know where South Dakota was.
Luis got it. Okay, so I ordered on November 27th, and on December 22nd, I emailed them. They said, blah, 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 we'll check into it. Luis ordered his shirts on December 12th. He got them December 23rd.
I don't want to be a conspiracy guy, but I think your mailman is very nicely styled.
Well, what I'm genuinely, because that was right around the time when all those like mail thefts
Yeah.
were going on. I genuinely think, because I live on Western Avenue, I genuinely think that the box got nabbed off my front porch. Which sucks because
This would be a great time to have an ad for Ring, the video doorbell.
Can't you program like?
Have you? Go ahead.
No, what?
Have you seen those locks?
Mm-hmm.
No. What?
They make a lock now that you can input your tracking number in, and the UPS guy can go up and scan the barcode, and it's like a padlock.
Oh,
It
yeah.
unlocks, and you can put it in a box.
So
I don't think any UPS guy.
would
Sorry,
do that.
UPS guys.
Yeah,
But
sorry,
I don't-
UPS. I don't think they would do that either. And so you'd have to have that box secure. So I was watching that commercial, and they were just putting it in those like $10 like plastic fucking mailbox or like
well, you don't know if
garden
there's any-
hose boxes.
I mean, the thing is, you don't know if there's anything in there.
That's true, but if you see
But if you watch the guy put it in.
if you're watching them put it in, or if you notice that there's like a secure
Yeah.
thing that you wouldn't secure your garden hose in with, like just grab the whole thing and just go.
Some people have those Flexzilla hoses. They're not cheap.
That's true. That's true.
Or just take a tin snip and just cut the plastic like, you got me. Got you good.
Got you good, you fucker.
Padlock still on.
Fix it in post.
You can't get around this thing. Plastic.
Well, I mean, there's the other alternative of the Amazon letting themselves in. How do you feel about that?
What?
Have you heard about this?
No.
So Amazon has a thing that, well, they want to have a thing that they're gonna have their own delivery people. Like if you live in a prime 1 hour zone, where
you can use same day.
you can do within an hour they bring it to you, or 2 hours or 3. They have like a doorbell, and they hold like their package up with the barcode, and it unlocks the front door, and they can come in and put it in your house.
Yeah, I don't like that. Here's why, because I don't want random people in my house that I don't know. When I'm not there, especially.
I think it'd be even worse when you're there.
So
Yeah.
yeah, because what if like
Hanging out on the couch doing things.
yeah, I
Hey!
sit in my boxers sometimes, watching TV.
Mm-hmm.
So Amazon's great, right? Like Amazon has done a lot of innovative things in
Yeah.
the world of retail and all that. Two things that I think that I don't want to see take off. That's drone deliveries.
Okay.
Because it's sketchy. I mean, what? Who's going to stop someone from just knocking the drone out of the air? Or, oh, look at that! I wonder what that is. That can't possibly be an important package that just landed on their doorstep. Like drones aren't.
But what's the difference between robbing a UPS truck and a drone?
Yeah, that's true. Touche.
That's something you haven't really heard too much of.
Well, I've heard stories from people that work at UPS that UPS has very weird things that they do. Like back in the day, and I don't know if it's now, but back in the day, they used to carry blankets. If the truck broke down, they had to put blankets over the UPS because they didn't want people seeing that the UPS truck broke down. That was a guy that worked at UPS.
So is that like a PR thing kind of thing?
I
Like,
think it's a PR thing.
they can't seem unreliable.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, trucks don't break.
But who else has a brown truck?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
You gotta cover the logo so they don't see the color of the truck.
Maybe that blanket has FedEx on the side of it.
Guys, put this blanket over so that way they think all FedEx trucks break down.
Yeah. So anyway, what was your second thing with Amazon?
The letting the in the house thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't think that's a good idea. It's
So,
just too much. It's like risk versus reward type of situation.
Not that we would use them, but have you seen the show. Is it called Echo Show? Echo Look? Something like that. Where it has it's an Echo.
Amazon Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it has a video camera that takes a picture of your outfit and tells you if you look good.
I know I look good. So, no, I haven't seen that. That's
Does that make you weird having that in your bedroom?
Kinda.
yes, because we're not gonna get into the
Okay.
conspiracy theory
Okay.
thing. because
We'll leave
we
that.
could go. That's a whole other podcast that TJ and I might do later on.
Yeah.
Because we could put on our aluminum hats and have fun.
Hey, I know a guy. I used to work in a guy's car that could help us with this.
Aluminum hats.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. He swore he had a padlock on his dipstick because the aliens were gonna steal as well.
No.
For real. 100%. For real.
How? Question.
Yeah.
He
He only bought Nissan minivans too, by the way. Don't ask me.
that might have answered a lot of what I had to ask.
What was your
How does one padlock one?
It's very sketchy. It's very sketchy. Involves lots of rusty chain. Yeah, 100%.
I
If
feel
I
like
could
we
find
need a
videos-
whiteboard right here so we can draw a diagram.
If I can find pictures, I will.
You do pictures.
I did not take pictures, but my boss did, and if I can find them, I will link you.
This is amazing.
This you find.
When you work in the car industry, it's
Yes.
pretty amazing. Quite
Yeah, he
honestly.
was a very. I think he had everything he owned in the van too.
Oh yeah, I mean, we have a couple.
No, but he had a house.
Oh, like he didn't live in the van. He just kept his things in
He
there.
had, and he had one of those pocket he wore the same shirt every day. He had a pocket in the shirt, and it was that thick, with notes.
Oh. Okay, so with the infinite time that we already have,
Yeah.
this sounds like something that would be really interesting to talk to this guy. Like I need to.
We'll have to venture to Beloit, Iowa. To
Wait.
Beloit, Iowa.
Wait.
Do you know where that is?
What? No.
No. Okay, it's near Canton.
Oh.
I believe it's the meth capital of the world.
Oh, so I mean, real straight shooters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Let's just say that
so we're
the same guy.
Do-
They had a house fire, and when the fire department went in and found their own equipment at his house,
Oh,
they kind of just left. Just on fire.
okay.
So anyway,
So there's that.
amongst.
Yes, that's interesting. I'm really curious about this person.
So
chaining his dipstick shut.
we're
We're going on
we're
two
probably
hours.
at our time here.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Should we end it?
I think that
How
this
do
is
we-
a good time to end
How
this.
do we end it? That was a great story to end.
Thanks for watching today's show. See you next time on
Wow,
That was
that was professional.
That was mine. That was pretty good.
Let's
Is
hope
that
it
it?
wasn't too low.
Yeah, can you do that again? Like, take two. Can you do that again?
Thanks for watching today's episode. We'll see you next time on Alignment Rack Chat.
That was so professional.
Yeah, that was perfect.
That was money. All right.
Perfect.
And that's a wrap.
Don't send us emails. We don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
It's the
we
first
probably know that we suck at what we do. This is our first episode, okay?